Hey y'all, happy Friday. How's everybody doing today? Hey Love Blake, how you doing? Hey 305. Hey C-Mac TV, how y'all doing? Honey, I just had to drop down real fast because and let me know if y'all can hear me, okay? Like I said, I had to drop down real fast and I ain't dropped down in about like a week or something like that. But honey, so I just got finished watching with her. Hold on, y'all. Hold on a minute. Oh, C-Mac, thank you. I was fine. Hey, Red Vines. But yeah, like I said, I just got finished watching King Roman's live just like everybody else. Hey Keisha, how y'all doing? Y'all hit the like button, share the video, right? So I just wanted to come down, real quick. Beans Cornbread, I want to hear what you had to say. Oh, thank you, Beans Cornbread. But so I was listening, and I thought it was a good live to a point, you know what I mean? CMAC TV. But here's my one of my objections, right? So when you ask the question, what was his title exactly? Is the beef sector dead or was the beef sector dying or whatever, right? Can I ask you what is the name of the Ethiopian Bible you got? I've seen two different versions. Thank you. I don't have an Ethiopian Bible. Red Vines. The last time I spoke about getting an Ethiopian Bible, I never actually did because I've done some other reading concerning the Ethiopian Bible. And honestly, I don't even know if what I would be getting would be, anywhere close to an actual Ethiopian Bible. So I can't even answer that question because I never got one for that reason, Hey, Robin Love, do so much over talking. Anyway, so thank you, Lil Blake. That's what I'm trying to get to, right? So anyway, I went over there, and y'all know what I think about the beef sector, and being on life support or the old beef sector already being gone or whatever, and I stand on those reasons, right? And that was your concern too, Red Vines. I don't need no more confusion in my world concerning my God. Let me talk about it after this, okay? Red Vines, you taking me totally away from the topic, right? But thanks for asking, right? So anyway, uh, did I even do a no, I didn't even do a thumbnail, child. I just hit the thing, right? And so anyway, what I was trying to say was, so when it comes to YouTube, I heard King Roma say a lot of stuff, and the things that he was talking about at first, thank you, Keisha, before people were, started hitting the link or whatever, he touched on, some very valid points as to why the beef sector is in. No problem, Red Vines. Hey, Bear, why the beef sector is in the situation that it's in right now, right? And so, but when people start hitting the panel, pretty much all of those topics went out the window, right? They went out the window and they went straight towards the petty. So here's part of the reason why you can't be double minded in your life, right? Online or offline. Because when you start to being double minded, and what it is that you have to say, especially when you're coming from a genuine place, which I think that he is coming from a genuine place. I think that because, see, history matters, right? Now, take for instance, this is the 100th anniversary of Black History Month, right? Now, we know that Black History 100 years ago started out being only 2 weeks, right? And it wasn't until the 70s, was it 73? When Black History Month started actually being recognized, right? And I say that to say that um if you're going to be consistent with a conversation, you need to remain consistent with that conversation. You know what I mean? And that's how I feel about it. And like I said, it was a very entertaining video. At first, and I do think that KRM was being as um open and genuine as he could be, about the conversation. But when you don't know the history of a thing, it starts getting muffled up. When you start trying to turn things around to slightly fit your narrative of what it is that you're doing, as opposed to the way things used to go, that is another way in which you cancel out your sector, right? So anyway, y'all please hit the like button, share the video, right? So anyway, I'm listening, and then you got this other lady coming up there. What was her name? Milagro Grams, or I don't even know who the fuck she is, right? I don't even care. I don't care about how many subscribers she got. I don't know this person, right? And you got her and pretty much took over. See, here's the thing with black people and shiny objects, right? This has always been our problem. Black people and shiny motherfucking objects, right? All the way back to the ancestors, all the way back to the motherland. You always like bright, shiny objects. And because you see a bright, shiny object, you think that bright, shiny object no more than you do about your own business. Okay? And so that is the reason why I hit the link. Because I mean, I don't even know who this chick is, right? Now I heard Wiley talking about her, and uh uh they said she was getting sued in her own sector for whatever, whatever, whatever. Now, how the hell you gonna have somebody over here talking about beef sector and giving beef sector pointers when you probably are canceling out your own sector or your own situation, number one, and number two, you really don't know what the fuck you talking about, and you are a interloper. Okay? You are an interloper. So who are you to try to give anybody advice on somebody else's subject? No matter, hey Cola James, hey Hypnotic, hey Donald Jones, hey everybody that came in, hey Black Pearl. Let me get this out, y'all. Hey Adrian, real life with McNeil. How you doing? So anyway, hey everybody, right? So I really just wanted to say that, right? So I waited for the girl, whoever the fuck she is, to get through with her whole diatribe about what the beef sector need to do. Bitch, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Okay. Oh, is that the one that was sued by Megan Thee Stallion? Okay, coming over is sounding crazy as a motherfucking little bitch. All uninformed, don't know what the hell you talking about, right? And I was like, okay, just weeks ago, Ness was saying horrible things about ODS. But fast forward to that. Yeah, now I get well, all of those things contribute, but I'm talking about the overarching issue, right? The overarching issue, the number one problem that the beef sector got is exactly what I said in my opinion, is what I said on the damn panel, is letting in these damn interlopers, right? You don't have to be hazed anymore. You can come in under somebody else's channel, like them Umar boys and I mean the remnants of the old Nature Boy sector, of the remnants of all of these channels, these sections that are pretty much cancel themselves out, that are on life support themselves. I mentioned the old black sector. I call it the old black sector because some people call it the manosphere, right? The manosphere got so bad that they had the FBI. The FBI has named them a terrorist organization because that black guy that went down there and shot up the subway station. Okay, come to find out he was a part of Manosphere over here on YouTube, the Black Manosphere, right? See, all of that stuff cancels out your sector, right? If you're getting sued by a freaking entertainer, that is canceling you as well as your sector out because you have no chill. All right. Now, when it comes to the OB sector, okay, it was a lot of no chill, but it was also chill within the no chill, right? It was controlled chaos. And the reason why it was controlled chaos is because just any old interloper could just drop down in somebody's chat, give them a couple of dollars, and then they all of a sudden they got a channel. Kiss a little ass, jump on somebody's back, and then springboard off their back, and then they got a channel all of a sudden. Okay, it used to not be that way. And y'all know that. And some people that have been around here for a long time kill me because they go along to get along and agree with the freaking lies. And that's part of the reason why, in my opinion, a lot of the OGs are gone. In my opinion, like I imagine James saying like, "Well, why the fuck would I, drop down here and still do content? I don't. I'm not with this shit that they doing, which is nothing. It's fake beef. It's weak. It's really no beef at all. Because like somebody just said a minute ago, like I think they said I didn't even know. Well, yeah, I did know that ODS and I knew that Ness was saying a whole lot of bad stuff about ODS, but now I didn't know because I didn't look at that girl's um what is the challenge that she did. So did they make up or are they cordial now? See, it's all stuff like that. You know what I mean? The beef used to be organic. Part of the reason why the beef is not organic anymore is because people break up to make up, number one. And the reason why they are so easily led to break up to make up is because both parties have a thin skin. Okay? Both parties have a thin motherfucking skin, right? And really nobody don't want to hear the truth. The reason why they don't like the Oracle, the reason why they don't like me is because I don't have nothing to tell them but the truth as I see it, right? You got a whole lot of weak ass, thin skinned people around here that call themselves doing content, right? You got a whole lot of mediocrity, okay? You got a whole lot of effery and nonsense going on, right? And that's really been going on since, like I said, the downfall of VS. If we want to keep the truth, we don't want to admit to it, but it's the truth. Cause she was the main protagonist over here. Okay? And then when she left, everybody else just got tired of fighting with each other. Pretty much. And people been coming up and trying to, that they've been nipping away. You know what it's like? It's like you got a whole what I see now, you can liken it to vultures, right? Have you ever seen vultures? Not vultures, but buzzards, right? Buzzards, they fly down. Say a deer has done been killed, right? And all the animals done ate all the meat off of the carcass, right? And then the buzzards come in, and then they pick the bones clean. They chip down to the marrow if they have to. Whatever's left, even they get the bones off, they even suck up the bone, okay? That's what you see going on down here right now. Lady, you're 60 years old. I'm not 60 years old, honey. And act like the beef sector is a highlight. If the beef sector was a highlight of my life, boo, I would be on here every single day. I am not. I haven't been on here in like, what, a week? Child is dead because you weak hoes always bullying your own and you are scared of outsiders. I mean, I'm assuming this is a somebody that's not. I don't even care. I don't even care to argue with you. I said what the fuck I said, bitch. If you don't like it, move it right the fuck along, okay? A bunch of greedy content creators, desperate old women who are willing to donate the little SSI checks for wrecking child. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I ain't even gonna be on here long enough to drop my link beans and cornbread. I just really want to come on here and respond to the F3 that I saw and the fact that people don't. And here's another thing. YouTube is not a team sport, okay? Like Jay Wilson is not lying when he say there ain't no damn friends on YouTube, cause it's not. It's not. I don't care how much you want to make it be that way. Honey, YouTube is not a team sport. Where the trifecta, where Bree, Nika, and Pizarro went wrong, is trying to make YouTube be a team sport, right? Now, let's talk about the trifecta real fast, right? Because now, even if Bree and Nika and mostly Pizarro and Bree, even if they wouldn't start letting all these people in, it still would have been all this bullshit. You know why? It's because the doors were slung open, Okay. Well, after VS left, Sean Bradley got tired. He pushed back. You know what I mean? 5 day. She got whatever happened with her. She left out. James don't hardly happily give a fuck no more. Okay. Whoever else. You don't even have. I mean, I don't. It's just mediocre. Hey, Treasure, LOL, a team sport. That was pretty. Oh, thank you, Treasure. And so I don't and then like I said, it's not even entertaining anymore when you have somebody that want to beef with you or got something to say about you. You don't fucking respond unless you feel like it's safe. Like take me for instance, right? I'm blaming the whole sector for Zorro if that's really you. I'm blaming. See, here's the thing. Let me give you an example. Since you say I'm blaming, I'm not. It is not a us because you was here back then. Who let you in? Nobody let me in. That's what I was talking about. Nobody let me in. I was hazed. I was doxxed. I fought my way in. I sit back and looked and looked and looked before I dropped down in any new sector. I look and I try to do my research, right? So when I came in, I knew that I was gonna have to beef. Okay, now I was beefing before I got over here. I was beefing with men, right? Misogynistic, very, very, very black woman hating men. So by the time I got over here, honey, this was child's play for me. That beefing that I was doing over here, honey, that was nothing compared to me beefing in the old black sector against some crazy ass motherfucking men. So when I got over here, I was like, okay, I knew the assignment and I followed the assignment. I'm not the only one. I didn't come over here by myself. I came over here. Nicole Tyler followed me over here, and motherfucking Mona Simone followed us over here. Okay, but we all came in swinging. We all was hazed. No, but we didn't come in and say I'm under the house of Jay Wilson. I'm under club chat. I'm under the no. Unlike you, Pizarro, okay, you was a whole troll, right? You got over there on Breeze Channel. The first time I ever heard of you was on Breeze Channel. Now I used to like your stuff at first to the point to where when you finally did start your channel, do you remember me coming on and welcoming you to your new channel? And then I'm messy too, right? But I realized even at that time, you are a leech, honey. Okay, you are opportunist. Let me not call you a leech. You are opportunist like Lolo is an opportunist, right? You started your channel from Bree's channel, from Brianna's channel, got her people, and then you felt like, and then you're not stupid about some things. You felt like she was feeling some kind of way, but to offset that, you started calling her bestie. Okay, like I did what? I didn't get, you can't say let me tell you something. When I came over here, Brianna didn't have a channel. Brianna's channel was motherfucking VS channel. If that's what you're trying to say down there, right? I didn't have to clout chase nobody in the B section, honey. I just came in. And if you calling beefing with everybody, clout chasing, then so be it. Because the assignment was to beef with people in the beef sector, and that is what I did. I beefed with Five Babe. I beefed with Sean Bradley. I beef Treasure Lane. He down in the chat. Everybody, because that's what you're supposed to do. Okay, you didn't bring nothing to the sector either. Okay, you don't do you. You know what you do? You are worse than a cloud chaser, Pizarro. You are a fucking liar, bitch, and you are a motherfucking opportunist. Okay, now just like you told that lie other day, you try to make these people think that you was arguing with your so-called daughter about a motherfucking computer, bitch. You know good and goddamn well you was hollering at the wall. Okay. I don't know, and I'm thinking some people might realize that. That's why they ain't saying nothing about it. But bitch, I know what you did. I got you, boo. Okay, I got you. So I don't know why you doing all that typing and nigga explain, but bitch, it is what it is. And I said what the fuck I said. Okay. Oh, bitch, the first time I seen you, they said you used to be with Tracy. They say you used to be over there with Sean Bradley. I never know who the fuck you was until I heard you on Brianna's channel. That's the first time I heard of your motherfucking ass. And if they say you was a subscriber back then, that's probably why. That's probably why. Okay? But anyway, you jumped off of Brianna's back. You're not the only one that jumped off of Brianna's back. Okay, don't feel bad. Okay, ho? Don't feel bad at all. All right? But you lied about saying LOL, me and Livy argue on Tuesdays and have neck bones and white potatoes on Thursdays, right? Right? It's a dang mess, right? See, the thing is that these people, their skins are too thin, Treasure. You know what I mean? They got to say, well, I know your whole history. I'm gonna take you to court. Just cause I called you one name, you gonna take me to court? Just cause I called you a name, something real petty, like you gotta try to run down my whole goddamn history, or you know what I mean? I mean, like, okay, all right, it ain't nothing that ain't been done before. Thing is, I don't have a fucking thin skin. And I realize that YouTube is not a fucking team sport. Okay? I realize that. Right? I do what I always done. I don't do it as much no more commentary. That's what I do. That's why when they say, well, you're not beef sector, I'm like, okay, I'm nomad sector. Because you know why? I agree with you. I agree because I go where I want to go. I retain my autonomy. The reason why I retain my autonomy is because I don't want to think, I don't want you to think that I'm cool with you. I tell people all the time, I don't like nobody down here. Okay? Sometime I might agree with you. Sometime I may not. Getting back to KRN's chat before I got sideswiped. I agree with the points that he was making. The only thing is, unfortunately, he's double-minded. And you have to be double-minded because when you include yourself in that and you're not wanting to, really take full accountability for your part in it, like the flag and John, just cause you fucking petty. You might be doing it, but your girl might be doing it, and you ain't saying nothing about it. Just canceling your own people out. The few people you got, now Pizarro done went live telling me, some Olivia, you're an outsider. Bitch, I've been making content before you even dropped your goddamn channel. Okay, you see how they go, Treasure? So I've been here since not been the end of 2018, 2019. I'm an outsider. Well, bitch, I'm gonna be an outsider that's talking my motherfucking shit. Bitch, you know why? It's because I made my bones around here the hard way, bitch. Can you say the motherfucking thing? Bitch, you didn't make no bones around. You jumped off of Brianna's back. That's why it took you for Brianna forever, if she tell the truth, to start calling you bestie back, bitch, because she know what you did to her. Do you think people is blind? Are you mad because I called you out on that motherfucking play? You try to run on the people like you was hollering at an invisible child? Bitch, we know you ain't got no kids for real. Okay? And them kids be in the background, they either your nieces and nephews or your so-called boyfriends or husband kids at the motherfucking time, bitch. You may fool some of the people some of the time, bitch, but you ain't never fooling me. Okay, ho? None of these bitches is. Okay? I don't care if I got two people over here. That's what the motherfucking replay is for. And everybody know I love my replay game. See, she don't like the truth. Like I said, they don't like my truth. Okay? That's why I try to sit back and be a motherfucking subscriber. Because I don't want to have to come down here and tell my motherfucking truth. Okay? And Gummy said she ain't never fooled me. She ain't never fooled a whole lot of people. A lot of these people that be in these motherfucking chats that done call themselves, that's done pick the motherfucking side, honey, they go along to get along, okay? They go along with fantasies and delusions. I was listening to Brianna's new chat the other day, her new channel, whatever, and they was talking about marriage or something like that, right? Honey, somebody dropped down and said, they feel like Brianna gonna get engaged And then they start talking about she gonna get engaged on her graduation. I said, why y'all keep feeling delusion to that girl? Okay, it's just like Treasure. I seen your video when you said, and I said this a couple of weeks ago too, Treasure, and I agree with you. Some of these motherfuckers on here that's from Florida, not everybody. You know what I'm saying? That all Floridians. But some of these content creators that say they from Florida, they got one thing in common. They ignorant as fuck. Okay? Ignorant as motherfucking hell. They like to run games. They like the beg overload. Just it's just really very distasteful. I don't know what's in the water down there, or the education, or lack thereof, the Florida educational system. But honey, they have done them niggas a disservice. Okay, I don't know what the fuck they got going on. But baby, I have to agree. And they call me a motherfucking bumpkin, bitch. I'll be a bumpkin from now and from the end of time, bitch. But I'm an educated bumpkin. Oh, okay. I done forgot. I learned so much. I done forgot more than these motherfuckers ever knew in the first place. Okay. I'm like, yeah. Give me a fucking break, why don't you? Okay. But I really never part of never talk about children in extracurriculum. I don't even know what that means. She never fooled me. Ain't no kids. Thank you. Ain't no husband. I wish people would stop coddling her and tell her the truth. Okay. Okay, that's why she had to jump on her live and go live real quick. Cause she don't want y'all to recognize the truth about this bitch. Okay, I've been watching this shit since its inception. Bitch, you can't say you didn't jump off of Brianna's back and take her motherfucking chat. And why would Brianna not feel well about it? It took her forever, like I said, to start calling you bestie. And you can't stand Nika. You just went at Nika the other day. Okay, getting smart with Nika to where she had to drop down for a second and then come back up and play it off, bitch. You been trolling Nika. You destroyed Nika's motherfucking channel, bitch. Okay, or try with all that trolling and now I'm not even trolling, straight up disrespecting that you did to that lady on her motherfucking channel, bitch. That's what you motherfucking did. Okay? Now let's call a spade a motherfucking spade. At least tell the motherfucking truth about it. You know, you want to be all knowing, and she ain't the only bitch that want to be. She's just another basic bitch in a bunch. Okay, let's talk about motherfucking what's his name? KRN, you got a good thing going on right now. Good for you. I like the live today somewhat. You know what I mean? Till you got that bright, shiny object up there and you were struck, and then the shit went left. You know what I mean? But you got your start. You where you are now because you took down the trifecta. I ain't mad at you. I was sure motherfucking for it. I was tired of them motherfuckers. But you done some of the same things that they motherfucking done. Okay? You jumped off of Brianna's fat ass, the whole trifectas, all them fat ass backs. Okay? Because people was motherfucking sick of them. Okay? So that was cool. Right? Now, somebody was saying in the chat that I didn't even know this, but I can believe it. And then, I heard VS when she was telling that girl to have a OG panel or something like that, right? So you took that because you ain't stupid, and you worked it your own way. Okay. She should have did it quicker. I ain't mad at you about like I was engaged today. You know what I mean? But hey, okay. All right. But let's call a spade a spade. That's why I say it's mediocre fucking content. There's no originality anymore. You know what I mean? The shit is weird. It's just plain for a whole bunch of thin skin weird motherfuckers. Okay? They like I said, they don't mind responding to somebody like me because they know I'm just gonna come on here and talk my shit. I respond, I might not respond. That's where I leave it. I leave it right here on the motherfucking internet. But motherfuckers be so touched in their goddamn spirit to that it's just ridiculous. And then you got a whole lot of motherfuckers on here that I ain't never seen motherfuckers that say they so smart, but they so goddamn stupid. Since we talking about it, then I'm gonna get off here. the fuck do you lose your motherfucking job as an adult when it comes to the motherfucking internet? I'm talking about to the internet in general, okay? Do you not read your morality clauses in your contracts on your fucking jobs? Everybody can't work at McDonald's around motherfuckers. You have motherfuckers that done lost careers about the motherfucking internet, okay? Or you have given people weapons to use against you to cause you to lose your careers. Okay? Because of this motherfucking internet. Like, what the fuck is wrong with some of y'all? But you so smart. But you are all things B sector. You all knowing about the motherfucking internet, right? But you don't know enough not to compromise yourself on motherfucking line when you got a whole motherfucking career? Huh? Okay. But you got time to analyze me. And here's another thing. Just cause you get older, don't mean you get motherfucking wiser, okay? Sometimes motherfuckers just get older. All right? That's another thing I've learned from being on the fucking internet. Sometimes motherfuckers just get older. They don't get older and wiser, they just get fucking older. Okay? This shit is weird. I ain't never seen nothing like it in my whole fucking life. It's just weird. And she not the only one I'm talking about, Victor Davis. And then I ain't talking about jobs. I'm talking about careers, okay? There's a difference between a job and a motherfucking career, okay? Motherfuckers done got naked on the internet. That is ammunition for somebody that want to pay you back. Why the fuck would you do something like that? I don't understand. And then why the fuck, even if you got a job, why would you leave yourself open, exposed to anybody that's looking to take you down by doing some fuck shit on the damn internet? Why would you do that? That don't make sense to me. Like, I don't understand it. That's not fucking logical to me. Can somebody please explain that to me since they know so much? You know, since they so fucking introspective around here. Can you tell me how you fuck up your life about the fucking internet? Like, seriously, I really would like to know. Okay? See, some motherfuckers be worried about the wrong goddamn thing. Okay? Be worried about the wrong motherfucking thing. That's all I know. That's how I fucking see it. You know. So, but as far as oh, and another motherfucking thing. You got motherfuckers that listen to the internet day in and day out. Wait till King Roman News have a calling show so they can do a motherfucking messy ass monologue. Bitch, if you want to do a monologue that much, especially when you speaking on somebody like me, bitch, get yourself a motherfucking channel. Stop waiting for a call in. What they call an auntie? Bitch, you taking notes to do a motherfucking monologue when KRN decide to go motherfucking live. Bitch, you ain't the foremost authority on the motherfucking thing, bitch. Because if you was, you would have your own motherfucking channel. But I tell you one thing, he kind of right when he talking about some of, not all of the subbies, but some of the subbies, right? How they have some of the content creators have given them pretty much carte blanche to run their channels. See, they ain't gotta have a motherfucking channel when they can pay to run your motherfucking channel. Okay? That's part of the issue too. All right? Right along with the motherfucking interlopers. Believe it, don't believe it. I really don't give a fuck. This is just my motherfucking opinion. Because I've been around here for a while. Okay? So pissy ass Bizarro bitch, this is my response. I don't know what you saying. When I get over here, I'm glad it's my Friday night, y'all. Okay, because I got me some peace in here right now. That's why I can come live so late. But bitch, you're mad because you don't like the motherfucking truth, bitch. But thanks for putting my name in the title of the video, bitch, because I ain't been online in about a motherfucking week. Right, bitch? But I'll be listening on and off. It just ain't nothing that I want to talk about till I listened to KRN's video today. Okay, but at least it did move me to go online to hit the motherfucking StreamYard link. At least it did that, you know, because I think he made a lot of valid points. You know, I just think that he's not looking at it in a 360 view. I wish Mother and the other OGs would pop out and show these. Exactly. Me too, beans and cornbread. Me too. I would love to do. The only thing I've ever done is commentary. Okay. I miss Mother and them doing what they do because I don't have no commentary no more, really. Because who want to talk about a motherfucking drunk? Or who want to talk about an illiterate bitch? Okay? All the motherfuckers. Who want to talk about a crackhead ass prostitute? Who want to talk about a motherfucker that ain't got enough sense not to give somebody a weapon to destroy their motherfucking career? Who want to be who want to always be talking about a bitch that's trapped inside her own motherfucking body? Okay? Well, who want to do that all the time? The shit is weird and it's mediocre and it's dumb as fuck. Okay? Now, this is how I feel about it. You know, I pop out when it's not a oh, there you go. Goony ugly. I don't know who you are, but true. True. I just really felt like I had, so I just wanted to give my commentary on what it was that I saw today. You know, just like everybody else. Okay. You know. Then, and before I go, King Roman News gets to the calling part of the live, right? Why did you have Wiley and that what is the lady's name again? The Milagro lady, they was up there totally derailing the good motherfucking point of the Collins show. They're up there arguing about some shit that ain't got nothing to do with motherfucking beef sector content. But like I said, that's what you get when you dealing with niggas and shiny objects, okay? All common sense goes out the motherfucking window. Okay? That's just something to think about on this Black History Day. Okay? But this has really been my Black History moment for the day. Okay. I'm just saying, it's been interesting to see the changes, some good and some bad. I mean, it is what it is. You know, I mean, it's ever evolving. And I really hate that. It's unfortunate that I felt like, I've always felt like it was had been too many entertaining people over here for the beef sector to ever cancel itself out, you know, but I was wrong, you know, but it's slowly it's Black Targaryen. I like that Black Targaryen. Have you been looking at Knights of the Seven Kingdom Black Targaryen? Child. But I guess I tried to get right. But it's slowly canceling itself out, you know. Hey, the Hood Tables, how you doing? Right, I've been around a long time. I just watched Lee Brandu, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's slowly canceling itself out. I am living for Eartha up there having a sip. Right, Tracy. I got another Eartha. I'm gonna put it as my thumbnail. I'm glad you said that. I found another photo of Eartha. I sure did. I love me some Eartha Kitt, child. The people sleep on Eartha Kitt, in my opinion. Treasure, they really do. I don't think that the B sector is dead, but evolved. Well, I mean, like, okay. Hamas, oh, great to see you. Are you going to comment on Trump depicting? Oh, but girl, I was trying to save it for another video, but let me go on and do it while I'm on here right now. Since you asked me, I saw the picture. I took a picture of the you know, I took a screenshot of the picture. Let me pull it up for you. Because, like I said, that was going to be on it. I'm glad you said it because ain't no telling when I'll come back live again. So, Trump put this on the internet, right? She sure is treasure in my lane. I love her. I love me some Eartha Kitt. I get her. You know what I mean? I get her, right? And so, So he posted this on his truth social page or wherever the fuck his whatever is. Of course, I seen this on the Don Lemon show. You know what I mean? I have been really tuned into Don since he was arrested for executing his free speech as well as doing what he do, as a reporter. So I've really been tuned into him. So this is the first time I saw this picture, which was today, right? And I'm assuming he waited till it was Black History Month, in particular, just y'all can see it for yourself, right? Here's the thing. I also think that he did this for many reasons, right? We know the obvious reason is that he is a racist asshole, right? We know that, right? This is my opinion, right? The other reason why he did this is because I think he feels some kind of way, or is because black people are not getting out and protesting and marching. You know what I mean? See, they pretty much are killing their own, right? See, here's the thing you gotta pay attention to, right? We see all these protests about the immigrants and all of this and all of that. So far, the two people that have been unalived via these protests are two Anglos, like himself, right? Now that goes to prove the point that they try to cancel us melanated people out first, but after us melanated people are canceled out or we don't engage, they turn on themselves. Okay? So when they started this marching and shit, you even have a lot of Anglos that's upset because black people are not engaging. We are not engaging because, honey, this is not our fight. Okay? You even got people online saying, why can't you deport black people? Deport us from where? Huh? Where are we supposed to go? Because, see, I'm sure that my ancestors were here before Trump's ancestors. Deport me to where? Exactly. I'm, I'm, but anyway, moving right along. So anyway, I saw this picture today. So I told y'all one reason we're not engaging. They don't like that. They thought that we were going to be on the front lines marching about immigration. Them immigrants don't like us anyway. Why the fuck would we do that? Okay, that's right. It's not our fucking fight. So why the fuck would we be out there putting our bodies and our lives on the line for some shit that we ain't got nothing to do with? I'm just saying. And then number two, that's why we sitting back chilling and watch them erase themselves. And they don't like that either, right? So the figure they put up something like this, and this is going to antagonize black folks. This is not going to antagonize black people, honey, because we are used to being called things like monkeys and primates. You know why they do that? But see, the thing is, we know that is not even going to antagonize black folks. Black folks are desensitized to this bullshit. You think we're supposed to go out and start marching because you put a picture like this up so you can get your what do you call it uh, what do you call those people? Them Barney Five ICE agents is what I call them. Okay, the Barney Five ICE agents get out there to kill a whole bunch of black folks because ain't nobody gonna be too worried about black folks getting killed in large quantities. Because why? Because they like to dehumanize black people. Okay, so why the fuck? That's right, Cosmic Girl. We are not. Why the fuck would we be moved about a picture like this? Okay, okay, you posted Obama and First Lady Michelle up, depicted him as a chimpanzee. Okay, and like, what do you want from it, huh? You trying to do everything you can to deflect from the fact that you was on Epstein's island, allegedly. We definitely know you was in the Epstein files. You done took picture with the motherfucker. Okay, we done seen that all over the internet. And you can't redact that from people's memories. So you want to do racist ass bullshit like this. You think you're going to get black people in the uproar? Nope. Nope. Not going to happen. Now with this shit, you got to be quicker than that, nigga. Okay? And I'm calling the president of the United States N-I-G-G, but I'm going to put the E-R on it because that means you are a very ignorant person. And when you are the president of the United States of America and you depict a former president of the United States of America along with his first lady in this manner, that is nothing but ignorance, okay? And you devalue this country that you say you love, but you're pilfering this country. You're destroying this country, okay? Then let me give y'all another example, and I'm gonna get off here since we on the subject. See, I don't went from one thing to another. But here's the thing. I was looking at this. Let me get this over because it's pissing me off. I want to keep talking about it, but I'm not. I don't. Nope. So there is a. I was watching this show. I forgot the name of it, but they were talking about reparations in the UK, right? Right, Keisha. I had to get it off because I won't never stop talking about it, right? They were talking about how people spoke about reparations in the UK, right? And we have forever talked about reparations as it pertains to melanated people, people whose ancestors were enslaved, right? And when it's got to talking about reparations over here, yes, I know what I was talking about. I was listening to something and they was talking about the Shabuzi content. Y'all know who Shabuzi is? That Nigerian guy that's a country music singer, right? So he's Nigerian, right? Now I don't know if he's first generation American or if he, immigrated to this country with his parents, right? But anyway, when he was accepting his Grammy Award, he said that immigrants built this country, right? That's what he said, right? And so some black people got offended by that know the true history of this country, right? And so when you speak about things like that, he wasn't doing himself no favor because he got a lot of backlash, right? Because this country was built off the backs of chattel slaves, right? So you can't call us immigrants. Even the Statue of Liberty want to call us immigrants, but they call it what do they call us on some immigrants? I forgot what they call us, but they don't want to call us slaves, right? It'll come to me before I get off here, right? And so, yeah, they're trying to whitewash it. They're trying to whitewash it now, right? Even with black people, they're trying to whitewash it, right? And so, I was through when Trump said he won't, child. And so, anyway, that's what he said. It caused a whole lot of backlash, right? So, when black people, now I don't know what they consider reparations in the UK, but here's the thing, just a little quick black history fact, right? When you speak of reparations, right, in the context of we built this country off of our backs, our blood, sweat, and tears, right? Which is true, right? And we all know that. But when you speak about reparations, you should not be speaking about reparations under the guise of physical labor, right? When you're speaking about reparations, you need to speak about it under the guise of redistribution of wealth, right? And the reason why I say that is because if you guys remember the quote of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. saying, I fear that I have led my people into a burning building and a burning house. And then a little bit after that, he started the Poor People's Campaign, right? Now, for as long as Martin Luther King was, marching and speaking and fighting for our civil and human rights, he was allowed to, he wasn't martyred. Now, the man knew he was going to be martyred. He knew that they was going to pop him eventually, right? He just didn't know the day or the time, right? So before, as long he was marching for equality and against injustices and, like I said, human, rights and things of that nature. Okay, the white folks was willing to acquiesce, right? The powers that be, the system. Okay, these black folks want to spend their money and take that money out of their own community. Okay, we'll take it. All right. They want to boycott the Senate out restaurants and once again spend their money. All right. They want to move into our neighborhoods. We'll let one or two spend their money in our neighborhoods. All right. Right. But when Dr. Martin Luther King was killed, when he was assassinated, it's because he started talking about wealth redistribution, right? Because the one thing that I don't hear a lot of people talking about when they're talking about either they calling you fundamentally Black Americans or Africans or Americans descended from slavery. The one thing they don't talk about, they talk about how hard our ancestors worked, but they don't talk about how chattel slavery made the United States of America a global a global the money from chattel slavery, made it a global, like we were number one for a long time, right? Economically, in every way. And that's all because of the money that was garnered by over 300 years of slavery, right? It made us a global superpower. Thank you, Cosmic Girl. And conglomerate. Thank you, Beans and Cornbread. We were a superpower for a long time because of the money that was garnered off of the backs of free labor for centuries. You got one slave, that one slave have a family, then that slave's family is enslaved. That went on for centuries. Centuries of free labor. Centuries of building wealth in this country because of free labor. So when you start talking about reparations, you should not only want reparations because your people's blood is in the soil. You should want reparations because you should want to be talking about the redistribution of wealth. See, that's why Dr. King was off, right? When he started talking about the redistribution of wealth, not because of civil and human rights, okay? Because they can work that into the system and think you getting big up. We doing something for you, but really they're not doing nothing at all. Okay? It's just how I see it. Right? So to finish it off, and I don't even know why I didn't like I said, I want to do this to be a whole different video, right? I was gonna come back and talk about it for the end of the month anyway, right? And but thank you guys that want to hear it a little bit, because it is, the 100-year celebration, like I said, of Black history, right? But here's the thing. And here's another thing on the side note. But I want to say that about Dr. King and the redistribution of wealth. Do you see what I'm saying? Because don't only talk about your ancestors got your blood and see that's why they can't deport us nowhere else. Because our blood is in the soil. When they go to Holland, my blood is in the soil. My blood is in the soil. No motherfucker. A lot of my ancestors was over here tooling and toiling and working from sun up to sundown way before your ancestors even stepped foot on American soil. Okay? So if you're not going to talk about the totality of the situation as it pertains to reparations, then just pretty much don't talk about it at all. Because the redistributing of wealth, that's the one thing that they cannot quantify. Even over there in the UK, you can't quantify centuries of monies that came from the blood of other human beings being worked like animals. How can you quantify that? How? That's just something for y'all to think about. How can you put a number on it? How do you do that? Like I said, especially over here in America, I don't know how exactly they did it in the UK, but over here that we know, if our great grandmama was the one that got off the boat, right? And then she procreated with somebody, then that was another great that was enslaved. They procreated. We out from the same bloodline, right? They procreated, that they were slaves. This happened for over 400 years. Okay? How do you quantify that? How do you put a number on that? We made these people generations of wealth. This country. We made this country a global superpower. So when you're talking about reparations, just don't talk about it in terms of slavery. You know what I mean? Talk about it, in the terms of us particular people black people in the United States of America, okay? Making America a global superpower at one point in time. You cannot quantify that, okay? Not in my opinion. There's not enough money, there's not enough gold to give out to people. Because we deserve more than 40 acres and a mule, okay? And they couldn't even give us that. All right. Woo, Olivia, I'm about to run in my street. You a mess, piece of cornbread. So, yeah, that's just something to talk about. Just like it was really on my mind. I want to come back and talk about that. I'm so sorry for having to say that on a video like this. But I don't know when I'm gonna be back on here. Y'all know how I am. You know what I mean? But I felt like talking, after and now I'm glad I listened to the video that KRN just done, right? Because it brought me on here, and I started talking about that. But what I really wanted to talk about was this, because this is important. Do you see what I'm saying? Because this is what I want y'all to tell when you having when you teaching the young folks, the history of your family. You know what I mean? If you have these conversations with your younger people in your family, these are the conversations that we should be having, because they are trying to whitewash our history once again. They always have, and it ain't because they feel embarrassed about chattel slavery. No, it's not because of that. It's because of the money. Okay? They done gave everybody reparations except black people. You know why? Because they cannot quantify it. There is not enough money, if you really think about it. How do you redistribute wealth? They are not willing to do that. So no, they can never have that conversation with black peoples, because they will never redistribute wealth. They will burn this country down first. That's what they're working on now. They're working on turning it apart at the seams themselves. Okay? So who's really the gorillas around here? Who's really the wildlife around here? Is it us? Are we the wildlife? Because we don't have enough control over this country to tear it down. Okay? Jay Wilson always said the law is for the lawless. Well, goddamn, a perfect example is what's going on in Washington, D.C. right now. Okay? Because the lawless is running the law. Okay? Child. But anyway, I got to go. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank y'all for seeing and listening to this Black History moment. Y'all know I don't hardly talk about this these types of subjects anymore. But I don't know who asked me that question about that picture. But thank you, because you said that picture, that when I seen that, I was like, you know what? I ain't got time for this shit. But Don Lemon did a whole panel about it on it. It's on his channel. It's about a 2 hour panel. Whew, I haven't gotten through it yet because, honey, I be having to take breaks. All right, but I'm gonna get through that panel, and And thank you, Angela. And hopefully I can come back and talk about it. You know what I mean? Without being so passionate about it. But there is a whole lot of stuff that people simply don't want to talk about. Okay? And the redistribution of wealth is one of them. Okay? The redistribution of wealth is one of them. Hence why we lost Dr. King the way in which we lost him. Not only King, but Kennedy as well. Can we talk about? We're gonna have to do another video. We'll have to do another video, okay? Cause see, the reason why they didn't like Kennedy, that's a whole nother subject. But let me tell you this, real quick, and I'm gonna go for real. Come close. Come close, beans and cornbread, CMAC TV, Cosmic Girl. Y'all come close. Lean Bread New. Let me tell you the reason why they didn't like Kennedy. Okay. The reason I'm a professor at HBCU, we refuse to stop teaching. I know that's right, Goonie Ugly. Did you know that what I'm telling is the truth? Here's another truth for you, okay? The reason why they felt like they had to get rid of Kennedy the way that they did, Hummer Girl, in my opinion, okay, is because you see Kennedy, when the way the Kennedys garnered their generational wealth, is not from chattel slavery, right? It was from bootlegging, okay? They were bootleggers, okay? They were, what do you call it? Not necessarily mafia, but they would sell, the liquor, that they got to them, right? But see, here's the tricky part. The reason why the Kennedys didn't feel as racist as they could have towards black people, because they had black people right beside them when they was doing the bootlegging. Okay, then they respected these men, right? They didn't see them as just black men. They seen them as partners. So they're going to their generational wealth. They want to legitimize themselves, right? They still connected, but they want to legitimize themselves because they felt like they would be safe in that way. After Prohibition, they started trying to make some of their turn their business around from all unlawful to lawful, right? So they started buying judges and stuff and all of this and all of that, right? Hence why the Kennedy boys the daddy sent them to school, educated them, and he wanted to push them out there to the ring. Okay, the Kennedys were very handsome boys, especially JFK, right? Everybody love a good talker and a good looker. You know what I mean? Everybody love a bad boy. Okay? Hence we get ourselves a president. We get Camelot. Right? We get Camelot. But see, what they didn't like about Camelot was that Kennedy didn't mind, okay, bringing the black man to the table. Why did he mind bringing the black man to the table? It's because his daddy garnered his wealth working with these black people. They couldn't always all the way disrespect him or discount him because they knew the black man's worth. Hence, that type of assassination. They feared that he would be willing to give too much to the black man. Think about that. Okay? Am I telling the truth, Goonie? Say, yeah, I know before I get off record, but I'm going to have to stop right now. But we're going to have to come back and do this since it's the 100 year anniversary of Black History Month. Absolutely. I got a lot to say about that. Y'all know I used to talk about this all the time, right? But nobody don't want to hear about it no more. But I just feel like speaking on it today, since I was here and I had a little time. But I would really like to come back and have another conversation, a longer conversation, not concerning no B-centered content mixed in or nothing, just simply about, Black history, you know? Oh, no, welcome. I mean, you welcome, Goody Ugly. Thank you for not drinking this toxic Kool-Aid. Yeah, I would never. I could never. You know what I mean? And so, anyway, yeah, that's just a little bit of it about what I had to say, y'all. Because I was thinking about that picture and it pissed me the fuck off. I ain't gonna lie. I really didn't appreciate the disrespect. Okay, not only towards black people, I didn't appreciate the disrespect for the office of the presidency of the United States of America. So this what you calling the president? Okay. No wonder why everybody think our country is a joke nowadays. Cause you got basic ass shit like this going on up there in the White House by some crazy demented ass old man. All right. That's the reason why. Cause we got young folks that still got to live here. All right. Child. You know, and so that's the reason that picture pissed me off for a whole lot of reasons, right? You're not only disrespecting melanated people because you feel away with your dumb ass, you disrespecting your own goddamn country, and for the fact that you don't give a fuck, people should really stand up and take notice to that, okay? But make it so bad, this ain't even the worst of what they're allowing him to do. They don't want him impeached. Um, they want. Yes, that's true too. Why do you think he can do? Is that what? Yeah, because they have an agenda. Yeah, you right about that, Goonie Ugly. They absolutely have an agenda. But these are conversations for other days, y'all. I really got to go, but I absolutely agree, Goonie Ugly, honey. They have an agenda. See, he is the poster child, right? He ain't nothing but the face on. You know, they got him as the poster child for what's really going on. Cause he really don't have no concept of what's really going on his damn self. Okay, in my opinion. All right, he's just a fucking poster child. They letting this fool run free, this monkey. Okay, now because I can call him one back, right? They letting this monkey run wild and run free because they have an agenda. Okay, that's the reason why they're allowing all this stuff to go on. Just some sick shit when you think about it. You know, the shit is weird. Just totally weird. But anyway, I love you guys. I hope you guys have a nice weekend. I will be back before February is over. And we will have a conversation that don't have nothing to do with B sector and these basic ass bitches. Okay? And we're gonna have come back since I feel like some folks might want to hear what I got to say pertaining to the history of our peoples and as well as the history of this country. Okay, and some of its inner workings. So people like Goonie and Beans and Cornbread, hey Mickey, any of y'all, thank y'all that stayed. Any in the clouds, y'all please hit the like button. Please share the video. And don't share the video because of the shit I talked about at first. Share the video and please put over that video. Fast forward to the point to where she start talking about Black history, okay? Because that's what's important to me. That's what's important to me, okay? And y'all know that, okay? You know what I mean? Now, our bullshit aside, when it comes to this country and our people, everybody know I'm serious about it. Just because I don't talk about it no more, okay? Don't mean I ain't serious about it. You know. I'm too old not to be serious about it. Okay? Like for real. But anyway, I love y'all. Y'all have a good weekend. I am gonna come back and do a totally thank you, Goonie Ugly. Thank you everybody. The Beans and Cornbread, Gwen, everybody that came in on and stayed for this part of the show. Okay, the non-BS part of the show. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. Okay. Thank you for listening to my take on that picture because I really felt the way about that picture on a whole lot of levels. You know what I mean? And we're going to come back and discuss it further, right? So I'm finished looking at that Don Lemon show when he had a panel surrounding this picture today. If y'all haven't watched it, please go take a look at it, because I want to talk about some of the points that they made pertaining to this subject in particular on that Don Lemon show. And if you want, like I said, if you want to go take a look at Don Lemon, and like I said, you will know what video I'm talking about because it's got this gross picture. When the people, and then also when you start seeing people depicting other races of people as animals and stuff, what they want to do is they want to devalue your humanism, right? So they feel like if they can devalue you as a human being enough, people won't mind you being unalive. People won't mind you being arrested for things like free speech, okay, and freedom of the press, simply because the color of your skin, and they still see you as 3/5 of a human being, okay? People won't mind you being attacked in your home and crosses burned in your yard and your loved ones hung from trees and your babies used as alligator bait. See, people won't mind you being shot down, by police for no reason. Okay? You know why? Because they have devalued you as a human being. Okay? When you see stuff like that going on, that's when you should pay attention. Because that's what that means right there. And that's what you need to tell your young people, especially your black men. Honestly, why they think they hate us black women so much? They'll hang their black ass from a tree, or they shoot them, or shoot them. Now they'll do us the same way, but they'll be quicker to do it to them. Okay. Now can we come back and talk about that shit? Why that picture really pissed me off? Cause you will not devalue me in mine. And think you gonna pull a fast one? Think just cause you a racist motherfucker and these racists see your shit? You know what I mean? You think you just gonna kill mine just like at will? And I can't shoot the fuck back and protect mine? Child. Whew. Like I said, that picture pissed me off for a whole lot of reasons. Don't let these motherfuckers do. Why we in the midst of there talking about, what we should do about the beef sector, all this and all that is dying? Take a moment to reflect on pictures like that, okay? And what it really means for the president of the United States of America to post a picture like that himself. What is he trying to say? Do you see what I'm saying? You got to really think about that. It's so much more than racism what he's spewing. And I'm from the South. And so I know what that means. So, but I tell you one thing, what you ain't got to do is let it be open season on your people. And what I mean by your people, I don't mean it's just, I mean, we can't, because you can't save everybody because everybody don't want to be saved. But you can educate the ones in your family about what's going on. You from the South too, C-Mac? So that they can be prepared, okay? Because if you try to shoot at one of mine, I'm shooting back. I don't give a fuck. Okay? That's all I'm saying. That's all I know to do. Will I die protecting one of mine? You goddamn right. Because I done live my motherfucking life. The fuck else I got to do? The fuck? I didn't get this age for no reason. But anyway, y'all, those are conversations for other days. Like I said, that dang old picture had me thinking a lot. Y'all. A lot. Because I can see through what this motherfucker trying to do. Okay? I can see through it. Motherfucker talking about he want to nationalize the elect. Excuse me. But anyway, I gotta go. I love you guys the way that Christ loves you. Y'all, please hit the like button on your way out the door. Please be part of the replay gang if you came in late. Share the video if you care. You guys be safe. And I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.